When will I learn? Just because it's affordable doesn't mean it's worth it. I am so disappointed. Hey everyone, I'm Annie G and welcome to my channel where the scents are sweet and the takes are spicy. And I recently tried about a dozen affordable Middle Eastern dupes and originals, and I am so disappointed. Fail after fail after fail. And these are pretty viral, pretty hyped scents that have been going around. Some are new, some have been going around for a while, but definitely, I would say most in the last 2 years, year. But yeah, I tried them and I was like, what? So I'm gonna share my honest opinions on these affordable fragrances. And then at the end, I'll give you my 2 actual wins. So we'll end on a positive note. So like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really means a lot to me and helps me out, keeps me motivated, keeps me coming back here for you weekly. Yeah, and let's jump in. The first one I ran out and bought as soon as it dropped. So this is hot on the market. This is Self-Made, the new Redolessence collaboration with Vivamore. And this is a tuberose gourmand. And that's why I blind bought it, okay? I said tuberose, coconut, musk, sign me up. And when I got it, the tuberose really is so beautiful, but on my skin, something about it just wears really clawing. It has maple syrup at the top, and while the syrup isn't super sticky and it's not necessarily maple, it is this overly sweet warmth that kind of, I don't know, it just grosses me out a little bit. And then at the mid, you have tuberose and coffee, which coffee and chocolate both can be troublesome notes for me in perfumes. And then at the base, praline and musk. So I think the coffee maple combo to me is reading like caramel, and caramel is a note that I traditionally just don't agree with. Caramel prominent notes in perfumes really don't do it for me. And so this, unfortunately, is just a bit too clawing. The dry down is really lovely. It's a tuberose musk. So I really wanted to love this, and I can see where he was going with it and where they were going with it, but it's just a little too much. And I was so sad because I love the bottle. I love tuberose. I love Steven, but yeah, this just didn't do it for me. Then on my skin, the musk they used turned a little sour, which is a problem. A lot of musk turn sour on me. So unfortunately, I will be selling this. I'll link my Mercari below if you want a really good deal on this. I think if you love a warm, a little sweeter tuberose or gourmand, I think you would really love this. It's very elegant, it's very grown up, it's not childish. And again, the maple syrup really isn't that bad. I think just something about it, it's just not quite doing it for me. So I was so sad that this didn't work for me, but I think on the right person, this would really be beautiful. And honestly, maybe in the winter, it might really sing because it does have a brightness and a warmth. Kind of reminds me of a winter sunny day a little bit. That makes sense? I don't know. So yeah, sad. I really wanted to like this, but it just did not work for me. Next is one that last winter, every single fragrance influencer was raving about this perfume, and it was just a little too expensive. This was $70, I think, when it came out. And I was like, oh God, I don't want to pay that for vanilla. This is Swiss Arabian's Vanilla 01, and another fail because of the coffee. It really is a pretty vanilla. Let me spray it. Yeah, it really is nice at first, but it's just a vanilla, and something about it goes a little rubbery, synthetic at the end. The initial spray is really nice. It's a very soft, fluffy, kind of cappuccino, vanilla, musky vibe. But there's something at the dry down that really bothers me. It goes like a little car tire, which is weird to me because there's no saffron, there's no oud, there's nothing that should go this synthetic. There's orange blossom, coconut, pink pepper at the top, middle notes, tuberose, cappuccino, jasmine, and caramel. It might be the caramel. And then bourbon, vanilla, sandalwood, musk, and tonka at the base. So yeah, I really wanted to like this because everyone was raving about it, but I'm like a little like underwhelmed. I'm kind of like, yeah, it's a nice vanilla, but I just think there's better affordable vanillas, and I'll talk about one in a little bit. I wanted to like this so bad, and I was so disappointed. So yeah, Vanilla 01, let me know if you've tried it, what you think of it. I'm a little underwhelmed, but I don't fully understand the hype. I'll be interested to see if it comes back around in the fall and winter, or if it was just a publicity launch stunt. If people are still putting this in their top rankings next year, I will be interested to see, because I don't get it. So So this is a new one from Lattafa. It's an inspired fragrance of Brompton Immortals, and that is Queen of Roses. And I was really excited because, you know, pink pepper, rose, patchouli, amber, sign me up, vanilla at the base, musk, absolutely. I've never smelled Brompton Immortals, so I cannot confirm or deny its closeness to that fragrance. I am only judging it based on what I am actually smelling. Sorry, just grabbing a test strip. And I gotta be honest, again, the saffron got me good. The saffron really got me good. I don't like it at all. Too much. Team too much. Stinky mechanic shop, hippie, patchouli, and just something weird about it. I'm like, how can you mess up rose and pink pepper and patchouli? Something about it right now is smelling like mustard to me. Yeah, it's just not good. It's a sharp, dirty patchouli with a really rubbery saffron. It's not good. I saw Sharita M talking about this, and usually her and I agree on a rose fragrance, but this one I'm like, girl, I don't know, maybe my palate is just not sophisticated enough to understand this patchouli and this saffron, but I really do struggle with saffron. And I found that I also tried, I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but I did try, God, I forget the name, Lattafa's, what's it, Mazendu number 5, Chic El Shouk Gold, I think. But I tried that, and oh my God, the saffron in that was so bad, so strong. I was like, what? I guess I really struggle with saffron. There's very few saffrons that get me good and do me well. This one, and then the musk is really starting to make me want to gag. Yeah, so this one's just a fail. I think there's better rose patchoulis that you can get at an affordable price. I would skip it. I don't know. Unless you really like a saffron heavy or a patchouli. But for me, this just doesn't make sense and I don't like it. Another rose scent that I've been dying to try for so long since it came out. Everyone was raving about it, especially Cal Cologne and Fragrance Fan. We're talking about this a lot. And that's Enigma of Taif by Swiss Arabian. And I was like, oh my God, I want it so bad because I love a rose. I love a pink pepper. Pulling up the notes. This is disgusting. And I'm so sorry to say that. I'm so sorry to say that. But I hate it. Let me spray it. Kind of like Queen of Roses. It's got this motor oil. It's weird because the opening is super bright. There's plum, elemi, pink pepper, cardamom, black pepper. You definitely get the juicy, fruity plum. Middle notes, you have Taif rose, saffron, olibanum, osmanthus, and violet. And then the base notes, you have oak, amber, molasses, labdanum, and vetiver. So at the opening, it's juicy and you're kind of like, oh, but then it starts to settle down into that saffron with the olibanum and the molasses. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's just so masculine for being a rose fragrance. It's so sharp. I can feel it on my tongue when I breathe in. It almost has a camphorous vibe to it. Maybe that's the elemi, I don't know, but it's just, I hate it. I really don't like it. I'm so sad too, because an affordable Taif rose, this one still is on the higher side for Swiss Arabian. I think it's 80 bucks. So like, no, not it. I was so upset. I wanted to like this so bad. Let me know if you've tried this, what you think. Am I crazy? Should I like this? I don't know. It's just the saffron just doesn't do it for me. God, dude, I'm telling you, it was strikeout after strikeout when I first tried these. I was like, I hate all of these. And thank God I didn't buy full bottles. Okay, next is one that when I first tried it, I was like, okay. We might be onto something here. But unfortunately, as it dried down, I was like, oh no, here it is, mildew. Forgive me if I mispronounce this, but this is Ajayeb Dubai Portrait by Lattafa. And this is a dupe of Stephen Umber Luca's Mango Kiss fragrance. What's the full name? Soleil de Jeddah Mango Kiss. Okay, so it's a green mango. Okay, it opens with orange and lemon, and then middle notes mango, osmanthus, and jasmine, and then oud, sandalwood, musk, and amber at the base. I think there's also, not listed here, I think there is chamomile in here, which is part of the greenness, and maybe a little herbaceousness. There's something about it that smells like green cut stems, and I really like it on the strip. And I was like, ooh, that juicy mango with that cooling green touch. Something about it is just intriguing and you want to keep smelling it. And I sprayed it on my skin and I loved it for the first 30 minutes. And then it started to settle into the oudy sandalwood musk dry down and it smelled like damp feet. on my skin. And I was like, no, dude, I want a mango scent. I want a mango scent for summer. And I think the closest one I found that I really enjoy is Carnival by Brown Girl Jane. But this, it's just on the strip. It smells so good. It's bright, it's fresh, it's interesting. It's different than any mango fragrance that I've smelled. But yeah, that dry down is just so musty feet. And I was like, I can't be doing this. So unfortunately, that was another miss for me. Son of a gun. Next is a really popular dupe for Wave Child. That is Anna Abiyedh Coral, also by Lattafa. I don't like Wave Child, so I don't know why I thought I'd like this, but I had heard Sharita, again, talking about it, saying if you don't like Wave Child, if it's just a little too much, because there is something musky in there in the dry down that is just not good. She was like, you probably will like this because the musk is toned down. And I was like, girl, what are you talking about? Girl, what are you saying? No. Yeah, it just smells like too ripe fruit, that gassy after effect, too ripe melon or something that to me smells a little farty. Been talking about farty fruits a lot lately, but 'tis the season, that's summer. Yeah, so even though you can get this really affordably, I'm like, just get a decant of Wave Child if you really want the scent. Top notes in here, watermelon, peach, orange, middle notes, coconut, white flowers, base notes, musk, vanilla, amber. And yeah, something about the peach and the watermelon at the top are just farty. And so unfortunately for me, this is a pass, which is so sad because I really love the idea of a watermelon fragrance. I've tried Ripe by Henry Rose and that was a fail. That was way too perfumey, way too sharp. I've tried Wave Child itself. Now I'm trying this. I want to try L'Imperatrice by Dolce & Gabbana. Let me know if you've tried that, if you think I'd like it, if you know my taste. But I really want a watermelon perfume. I think that's so fun for summer. I want a juicy, fun fragrance. But this just isn't it. The dry down got really stinky, and I think, again, it's that musk. It's something about a Lattafa musk that doesn't do it for me. It makes me want to vomit. Lattafa Sandalwood and Lattafa Musks make me want to vomit. They go that direction, and that's so sad because they have so many beautiful originals and inspired fragrances. So yeah, flop again, dude. I'm like striking out left and right. Next up is another one I really wanted to like because I love Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. Gucci Gorgeous Orchid, Gucci Flora Gorgeous Orchid. Love that one. I was like, if I could get a full bottle, that'd be sick. So I tried Atheeri, and to me, this doesn't smell like the original at all. Does anyone agree? A lot of people say this is very close, and I don't agree. The ozonic note in the original is just a lot fresher, lighter, and something about this smells dirty to me. I don't know if it's the amber wood they're using at the base or the passion flower and dewdrop note, but something about it is camphorous, a little too much, a little too perfumey, whereas the OG is a little lighter. And I think that might be why people like this, is because they say it wears stronger. But I like that the OG wears a little lighter because a strong ozonic note can be a little too much for me. So yeah, this is flop. I was like, okay, great. Strike, strike, strike. So glad I just got samples of these. This is another that I was like, what? Why do people think this is good? This is Eternal Vanille from Lattafa. What the hell? Car tires, dude. Car tires. It smells like Vicks Vapor Rub. Car tires covered in chocolate. I don't know what to tell you. It's camphorous, synthetic. It's too much. It's too resinous. It's not vanilla at all. I get zero vanilla in here. Blackberry at the top. What? This cocoa pulse note. I don't know what that is, and I'm not smelling anything that would be like different. I'm just smelling car tires and Vicks Vapor Rub. It's the weirdest thing. It might be the Akigala wood. I don't know. And then there's tonka bean, amberfix, benzoin, cedar, and musk at the base. But really, it's not good. I was like, holy shit, this is so bad. This is so bad. What are people talking about? Do you know what I mean? What are people talking about? So bizarre, dude. I do not recommend this. I do not like it. And anyone says who they do like it, I'm a little like, what? But to each their own. I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum, but I hate this, so. Okay, so those are most of the flops. I tried 6 other ones, but I'm not gonna talk about them because we don't have time. I just wanna end on the 2 that I was like, yup. I'm a little late to the game on this one, but Raghba by Lattafa smells exactly like Bouquet Ideale. I opened the cap and I was like, that's Bouquet Ideale. Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe it's a little woodier and spicier. It is stronger for sure. It is thicker wearing. So if you love Bouquet Ideale, but you want something a little denser that wears a little heavier, Raghba, incredible. It smells exactly the same and is like 15 bucks. It's so cheap. Notes: vanilla, sugar, oud, incense, sandalwood, musk. The oud isn't doing too much. It smells a little intense at first when you first spray it, but the dry down is the same. So I plan on spraying this first and then going over the top with Bouquet to try and get it to last a little longer. Super affordable and doesn't bother me at all. So I was like, great, finally, one that worked. Okay, and last but not least, this was the best one I tried in my sample bunch, and that is Pure Crystal by Lattafa. I do get the hype around this one. This is really lovely. It is apparently an inspired fragrance of Drunk Lovers by Born to Stand Out. When I first smelled that, I was like, this smells like Lieb to me. Does anyone else see what I mean? It smells like a little bit more of a masculine Lieb to me. Something about it, maybe the orange with the sage and the vanilla. To me, it's giving Lieb. I didn't get Drunk Lovers at all. I was like, oh, is this a Lieb dupe? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Does anyone agree? But this is really beautiful. It smells more expensive than it is for sure. And if you told me this was a Born to Stand Out fragrance, I'd be like, yeah. If you told me this was an expensive fragrance, I'd be like, for sure. Yeah, that smells complex. It's interesting. It's well blended. Top notes: red berries, cinnamon, orange, grapefruit, bergamot. Middle notes: cognac, ginger, clary sage. Base notes: amber, vanilla, sandalwood, vetiver, musk, cardamom, and patchouli. So there's a lot going on in here. The cognac, it's a little boozy, it's sweet, but it's zesty. I don't know, something about it reminds me of Lieb. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy, but I was like, oh yeah, that's beautiful. The sage wears a little too masculine for me, but I can appreciate that this is a good smell. And I was like, thank you. It's something that doesn't smell like gasoline and tires. So if you love Drunk Lovers and you haven't tried this, I would try it. I think it's great. So anywho, Pure Crystal was an actual win. Okay, and those were all the flops. I have a bunch more that were also flops. I tried Mousse Mont Black Intense, flop. It was too incensey, it was too dark, it was too much. Tried a bunch. Pinkling by Pink Corner was way too oody. Malika by Armaf, too juicy. Juicy Melange, I was like, what the hell is this? Too much. I tried Liquid Brum, the limited edition one, too much. Yeah, so those just striking out all around. But this is why we sample affordable fragrances, okay? Don't be like me and buy a full bottle of Self-Made having never smelled it. And then now you have to sell it on Mercari for a loss, okay? I'm very glad that I sampled these. Now I know what they smell like. I have them for reference, but I'm so glad I didn't spend the full bottle coins on any of these because I would have been so upset. So we are growing, we are maturing, and I love that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Okay, bye.